and thank you so much for having time for us today in the very significant day for us, for Shusha, for whole Azerbaijan. We are at the third Shusha Global Media Forum and reflecting on your conversation with President Ilham Aliyev. What stood out to you most about his approach to leadership during conflicts and recovery?
Я, конечно же, знал о роли президента Ильхама Алиева в том, чтобы Азербайджан стал таким процветающим
Of course,
государством.
I was aware of President Ilham Aliyev's role in turning Azerbaijan into such a prosperous state, and naturally, I had heard a lot about him, not only as a president, but also as a person. I had heard many good things about him over the years from Muslim Magomayev, with whom I was friends. So I certainly understood who Ilham Aliyev was, but it is one thing to know about someone and quite another to meet them in person. I am deeply impressed after speaking with him. He is a leader of global stature, a man with incredible charisma, remarkable personal charm and great wisdom. Yesterday I told him it is a great fortune for Azerbaijan that Heydar Aliyev became president in his time and that he had a son who upheld his father's honor and continued his legacy. Without doubt, his father is proud of him from above. Azerbaijan is truly fortunate to have such a leader as Ilham Aliyev, because the way Azerbaijan prepared to reclaim its land, its territory, and how it accomplished it is a great example for Ukraine and for all countries whose territories are temporarily occupied. We were full of admiration watching Azerbaijan take back its land. This is of great importance to us. I have known and interviewed many leaders from different countries, so I have something to compare with. What struck me most about President Aliyev was his humanity. He is, first and foremost, a person. It is clear to see that he is simply a good person. For me, everything about a person begins with their sense of humor. And he has an incredible sense of humor. This also reflects his level, his charisma, his character, and his stature as a leader. Everything else is reflected in the changes that have taken place in Azerbaijan over these years. What we see around us shows that the country is moving in the right direction at an impressive pace. And this is undoubtedly thanks to President Aliyev.
From your perspective, what is the role of journalists today when it comes to recovering post-conflict?
The mission of journalists is always the same, before wars, during wars and after wars, to tell the truth about what they see around them, the truth about what is happening, and it is very important to be honest. But of course, when fascists unjustly invade your home, it becomes absolutely crucial not just to speak about it, but to shout it out to the whole world, so that the world hears you, so that even those who previously had no idea where Ukraine was or what kind of country it is would know that we have become victims of unjust aggression, that we have not laid down our arms. We have been fighting for more than 3.5 years since the start of the full-scale invasion. We are not giving up and we will not surrender.
Here, Third Shusha Global Media Forum, we're also talking about the literacy of media and consciousness, awareness for the people, for journalists, for us. How can we raise literacy on the media field?
I started working in journalism at the age of 16 in the Soviet Union, when there were only newspapers, only radio, and 2 or 3 television programs. There was no other form of journalism. It was all Soviet party-driven communist journalism. I was fortunate to begin at the start of Perestroika, when Gorbachev came to power, and everything started to change in the Soviet Union. Later, I published the largest and most popular newspaper in Ukraine, Boulevard Gordon, for 25 years. During that time, the internet began to arrive in our world. And everything changed, because if something happened yesterday, it would take 2 days before it reached the newspapers, and people read about it. Now, whatever happens in this very moment is known across different countries within 3 minutes. This is an incredible evolution of journalism. It is like going from a horse-drawn cart to a jet plane. And of course, the role of today's media is enormous, especially the role of online media. It so happened that today we have the largest media empire across the entire post-Soviet space. Just on my personal accounts, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok. There are more than 12 million subscribers. These are people from practically all countries who understand Russian or Ukrainian. It is truly incredible when you can tell the truth, receive direct feedback, and know that you are being heard, that your truth is becoming clear to the whole world. It is a privilege.
Очевидно всему миру. Это счастье.